All right, in today's example, we're going to be talking about how single prints like to be filled in while creating new single prints. This is a pattern that we see quite often on ES futures trading. If you guys don't understand single prints, you're not going to understand this video, so be sure to check out my market profile video. But basically, when we have single prints that were formed on a prior day, in today's example, we are using the FOMC single prints. We had these very large clusters of single prints from Wednesday, and now we are going back to retest them on today's candle. And typically, when we have these really large clusters of old single prints, when price is retracing into them, it does it in a very fast movement. So, how single prints are created is when price is moving very quickly in one direction, it doesn't spend a lot of time building up that value in that area that it's trading, and you don't see those overlapping TPOs to create that node. That's when you are going to see these single prints forming, right? So when we have these old single prints, which were created by very fast movement in one direction, that is the same type of movement that you typically see when you're going back to fill those clusters in. So on the FOMC, we had extremely fast movement to the downside in one direction, which created these very large clusters of single prints. And then on the way back up on today's candle, we see the same thing. We have this very fast movement in one direction, filling in those prior single prints. So now we could say that this L session here, this L single print session, has been filled in. So if we look at today's candle, if they do not repair these single prints and actually stay here for a little bit, creating value nodes, we could go ahead and mark this out for another day, and we could look for these single prints to get filled in as well.